You are watching Radio Rakeem's Artist Access.
Access granted.
Welcome back to another episode of Artist Access. I am your host, Radio Rakeem. Man, we back with another dope show. Look, I got some family in the building with me tonight. I got the king and queen of poetry in the building, none other than We Go Live, Scott Free, and Poetically Courtney Lynn. And I got my man Coop here today. We're going to start off with a dope performance by my man Scott Free. We ain't going to waste no time. Look, let's get to it. Your access has now been granted.
You ain't gotta ask if poetry my passion. Cause when they hear me spit, it's like camera action. All I need is one mic like my name Joe Jackson. They gon' swear it's doo-wop the way the boy be snapping, no lie. Cause when it comes to this mic, dog, there's no tight, son. I'm the real deal. One round, I show you how being holy, feel, and steal. Boys think they contend, trying to box me in. We can stand on all 10, or I'll take them down with a pen. Either way, nigga, I'ma win. And that's on God. Tonight I'm going in, and that's against all odds. And I ain't even right for this evening. Still they loving the scheming, peeping the meaning. My skill so ill, I'll kill mics at will like Black Lives. Don't matter. So you can squash that chit chat about who bad, cause I'm better. I come through that door, Mike Jackson, and light up the flow. Billie Jean on these niggas. No subliminal, smooth criminal. I will lean on you niggas. And put the meanest mic check you ever seen on these niggas, so get it out of your psyche. You ain't gotta like me, but word to Nike, they'll never check free. Player, there'll only be 1, 2, 3, and I'm talking about the best, so I'm never settling for bronze. They trying to block my shot, you getting your ass dunked on. See, I can give a fuck about a Matumbo, Dumbo. I'm the elephant in the room, and you know this. Ain't nobody come to see you, Otis. Boy, you wish you could work it the way I do. And if you say otherwise, you flat line and I'll defib you later. Right now, I'm just here to make sure the shit clear. So don't be shocked when you see me on top, and tell the little haters they can stop pumping up your chest. I know that in their heart, they thinking you the best, but tell them little niggas get a cardiac arrest. I say I'm insane with this pen, man. I'm sick with a bic. I'm monkey with the bars. I go bananas when I spit. I'm Mighty Joe with the flow. I got them going ape shit. Rampage on the stage, Super 8 with no cape. Now who you know, gorilla? Don't worry, I wait. We go live. Scott Free.
It's a stress relief. He got that cocoa butter touch, guiding my life through Reiki. Oh my God, what's Reiki? Everything I want, everything I need. He did the inner work. He come to me complete. He healed his bloodline. That brother really deep. When he run up on the scene, he changed the frequency. Everybody feel it. Everybody know we some masters of self. We got a soul glow. Never leave you in wonderland. When you dealing with God, man, let his actions speak. That's why he a real G. Steady moving in silence. Got the depth and the height to match intellectual conversations. Spitting straight facts. Got me saying affirmations while he hit it from the back. Got me saying affirmations while he hit it hard from the back. All around. It's a violet flame. It's a violet flame. It's a violet flame. It's a violet flame. I came to mark my spot. I didn't come to play no game.
Y'all just see my man Scott Free just kill that thing. What's going on, King?
What's up, big dog?
Man, glad you could make it, bro.
It's good to see you, man.
Man, that poem for the first time I told you, I just caught that line, that Mike Jackson.
Yeah,
that shit was
no
fire.
doubt.
You said Mike Jackson. Every time I heard it before, I was like, I was getting Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
But that time I heard it, slow it down. Look, Mike Jackson. That was fire, kid. Look,
Appreciate
man, that was
you,
ill.
Man. Appreciate you.
Man, so look, I want you to take us back, take me and the family back to like, when you started doing this thing, this portrait. I think I heard talk to you once before. You said you started spitting in the military.
No, I was in Iraq. 2007.
Mm-hmm.
I was in Baghdad. Long story short, I needed a ride home because I didn't want to walk. Right, so somebody that had a vehicle said I could ride with them, but I'd have to go to this poetry night before they took me home.
Right.
At the time,
You ain't want to go?
Hell nah. I ain't never heard poetry like that. You know what I'm saying? I had always just remembered like what I learned in high school and what they teach you in high school. They don't teach our style of poetry, and you know, at the time they didn't teach it in high school for us, so I didn't have no idea what I was missing out on. Anyway, go into the venue. And they getting busy, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Lyric and Trail.
And this is it's in Iraq?
This is in Iraq, in Baghdad. They getting busy. I'm just like, dang, bro, I'm blown away. I'm like, yo, sign me up, bro. This is dope.
These were people in the military spitting?
Yeah, soldiers.
Wow.
And they had civilians on ground too, contractors
okay.
and stuff. So, you know, yeah, man, that was my first introduction to.
You got bit by the bug.
Yeah,
huh?
yeah. Like that night, I got up and I just did a little something from memory. And
So you had some stuff already?
yeah, I was rapping. You know what I'm saying? I had a little rap or whatever. But that time I actually spit something that was a prayer. You know what I mean? Something that I had prayed to God, and I just never forgot the prayer. So I ended up performing it, and they was like, "You sure you're not a poet? You should, you know, try for this slam that we doing." And you know. So, you know, here I am, man. September 23rd, 2007 was my first time stepping on stage as a poet.
Man.
Yeah.
Sound like they were getting active out there in Iraq with the
man.
poetry shows out.
Oh, yeah, no, for real. My first time on stage as a poet, I was in front of 900 people.
What the shit?
Yeah, 800, 900 people. Yeah. Yeah, it was
that like the
all
form of
type of
entertainment
ranks.
going on at the time?
When you're in an environment like that, you do what you can to escape the reality of where you really are. You know what I'm saying? So they put on a production. You know, there was all the Greeks, the Greek houses and stuff. They displayed their talents. But then we also had spoken word. You know what I'm saying? I was fortunate enough to audition for it and get an opportunity to perform on stage. Man, it was a great experience, man. After that, I was just like, you know what? That's when I chose the name Scott Free. That night I chose the name Scott Free. Yeah. So my first time going on stage, you actually found a video of it. I ain't gonna tell you where though, but you know what I'm saying. But yeah, that night, you know, when I came off stage, right, and then after the show, and we all linked up, the poets and stuff like that. We were sitting down just chopping it up, man. And then I chose Scott Free because that's the way poetry made me feel. You know what I'm saying? I had been rapping, I had been doing a little MCing, and, you know, it was never really what I wanted, you know what I'm saying? Because it was like you had to have this certain persona, you had this certain mentality when it came to hip hop, and it's like, but poetry was just that pure, raw, uncut. You're not a slave to a beat. You can go as fast or as slow as you want. You can be on tempo, off tempo. You know what I'm saying? Any topic, how long, however short. You dig what I'm saying? Like it was completely liberating. You know what I'm saying? So. And that's how I wanted people to feel when they heard my poetry. I wanted to make them feel scot-free. So that was where the name Scott-Free came from.
Man, that's dope.
Yeah.
I never knew all that, bro. Look, that's
that's
why
the
this
name
is the Artist
Scott-Free.
Access. We get to find out the history of Scott-Free.
Yeah, that's
and
where
how
it
this
came
thing
from.
started. So now you also, bro, besides being poetry, man, you can sing your ass off too, bro.
Nah, don't lie to them people. Hey, listen.
Nah,
don't
bro,
believe,
you
don't
can say
believe
it.
the hype.
Hey.
Don't believe the hype, dog. Don't
So
believe the
how,
hype.
like, when did you started discover that you can hit a couple tunes like that, man, and sing and whatnot?
Okay, so true story, right? On this time, on this occasion, I was deployed to Kosovo. You know, I was in combat zone in Kosovo, and we was at church. You know, for those that don't know, even when we're deployed, you know what I'm saying, we have service, we have church and all that. You know what I mean? So I was at this revival. You know, went up for prayer, and the minister said, you know, ask God for anything you want. You know what I mean? Ask him for anything he wants, he gonna give it to you. You believe it. You know what I'm saying? And you continue to put the work in. So I asked for a voice. I said, God, you know, before I was 19, I was 19. So I said, you know, I wanna be able to sing. Now, granted, it didn't just happen like that, right? It didn't just my voice didn't overnight. Oh, now I can sing but I sing even when I didn't sound good. Right. And just believing that, you know what, God is working on it. You know what I'm saying? And I don't care if you don't like it. I don't care if you think I sound terrible. I'm believing God to do something with this prayer of mine, right? And, you know, he gave me a voice that was pleasing to him and also pleasing to some folks. So I'm grateful for that, because before that I was just getting made fun of.
God is real, bro.
Like, for real.
God
like,
is real. I never
be
thought
singing
that
around my house because my sisters could sing. My sisters can sing, right?
Yeah.
So I'd be around the house trying to sing, but I couldn't sing. My sisters could sing. So when I came back from Bosnia, And then, you know, they catch me singing. They were like, well, so when you start singing? So, but, you know, I'm grateful for the little bit of talent that I do have. I am grateful.
You say a little bit of talent, man. Don't be so humble, bro. Don't be so humble.
Nah, man, it's true.
You do what you do, though, bro. You know what I'm talking about? The shit is fire.
Thank
you. So
you.
when you start incorporating the singing with the poetry, when that started?
Man.
You gotta take us back to even when did you even fall into the poetry scene out here when you came back home in Houston?
Well, I was coming back and forth from Iraq. So, you know what I'm saying? I would come home for about 10 days on vacation or whatever. And 08, I got introduced to the Houston Poetry Lounge. So.
Was that Seven Spot?
Yeah.
Okay.
Seven the Poet.
Okay.
Shout out Seven the Poet, man. They've been around for like 23, almost 24 years. You know what I'm saying? That's a huge accomplishment. So homage to them, man. But yeah, that was one of the first places I went to, but I didn't perform immediately, right? I just, you know, I was told to go and check it out, so I went and checked it out. Then from there, went to, shout out to Snow, Mr. A's. He used to do a show on Monday nights at Mr. A's. And so that's why I cut my teeth at, you know,
and
in
what
Houston.
year was this?
That was 08.
Okay.
08.
Okay.
And then around 08, late 08, I think I started, or 09, I started producing shows. Met a really cool cat named St. Patrick. And he asked me would I collaborate with him on producing shows. And
okay, so I'm thinking you just started producing shows. You've been doing this shit, man.
yeah, I started in the 08, 09, somewhere around there.
Okay.
Yeah. We used to get a good little turnout too. Then I took that back to Iraq and I started producing shows in Iraq. And I think I produced shows for like 3 years straight out there.
Man, I'm thinking We Go Live was your first time producing some
I've
shit.
been doing it. I just, you know, I
Okay.
stay out the way.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, but yeah, like Iraq though, it was just a completely, I can't even describe how amazing the poetry scene was while we were there. Like, I mean, one of my craziest memories I had, I was doing an open mic there. We get about 200, 300 people come out to, you know, to enjoy what we putting on. Man, we come under attack. And so the alarm's going off and mortars are coming in, you know, rocket propelled grenades pretty much are coming in, right? And so we got to clear out because we got to go to a bunker or something that's safe so that we don't die, right? So we clear out. Everybody V-line to the door and get out of there. Boom, we get in a safe spot. After the ordeal is over, everybody like, yo, we going to fuck this. We going back to the show. Like, we going to get the show going, right? I'm like, yo, are y'all serious? Are y'all for real? They like, nah, man, we need this, dog. We going back in there. Go back in that bad boy, man. Rock the show out, man. It's just amazing, man. People would literally risk their life, man, put their life on the line just to fucking put their lives on the line. Wow. And that's really, you know, it was a beautiful, you know, it was like being in the most beautiful situation in the ugliest environment that you could be in. You know what I mean? It was amazing.
What type of venue they had out there in Iraq? Like,
they have recreational little areas. You know what I'm saying?
So it's like a
city.
Tent. I'm thinking of sand and shit when I think of Iraq.
Well, you got to think we was on base, right?
Okay.
So you have a military tent in which they put a stage on it and put some chairs in there. And, you know, we rocked out in there, man. They had the equipment, the MWR. Shout out to the MWR and all the MWR employees out there that make life a little easier for us when we're deployed, man. We appreciate your work. But, yeah, man, it's a little slice of home away from home. They carve you out a little corner where they can to make that happen for you. You know, whether it's internet, whether it's board games, you know, at the time, computers, you know what I mean? But, yeah, bro, like, you'll be amazed at what you have in a combat zone. Like, dog, we ate like every day was gonna be our last day. They fed you like you was on death row, bro. Like, for real, bro. I was eating steak and lobster, bro. All you want, bro. I'm telling you, it was crazy. Breakfast, crazy. Like, all types of food, man. It was just a blessing, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Just to be fed like that was amazing, bro. You come home and be like, dang, you gotta buy groceries now. It's different.
Man, that was an experience right there, bro.
It really was, man.
So, like, what made you even want to join the military? Like, out of high school, you went out there?
Yeah, man. I was 2 weeks out of high school.
Wow.
Bro. I was gone. First time on the plane. Mama cried. I cried. Ended up in Missouri, Fort Leavenworth, for basic training. Yeah, it was. You know what? I'm gonna tell you what really drove me to it though. True story, right? I was in love with this girl. You know what I'm saying? And I was in love with this girl, man. And so, you know, in my mind, hey, man, I gotta do what I gotta do to be able to take care of her.
Yeah.
So I did something. I said, I told my mom to her face. I remember when we first went to do a walkthrough for the high school. She wanted me to go talk to the ROTC. And so she was like, why don't you go talk to the ROTC? And I'm like, man, I ain't never joining no military. You know what I'm saying? I snapped. She's like, all right, then we go find some other electives. You know, pick art or something. You know what I'm saying? But eventually, you know, when that happened, man, I had to mature and I had to say to myself, man, I want to be able to take care of this girl. I want to be able to provide her with whatever she wants. You know how you is in your love. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, how you should be, right? But so that was my driving. That's what made me conquer my fear. Love. You know what I'm saying? And say, man, when you love somebody, you inconvenience yourself for them. You love somebody, you'll do it scared. You know what I'm saying? And your love will compel you to achieve whatever you need to achieve for them. You know what I'm saying? And so that's what drove me to it. But long story short, she got pregnant by somebody before I even finished my training.
Okay.
I was broke, bro. I was heartbroken. But hey, listen, real talk though. You know, hey, I thank God for the reason for me going, because it might have been nothing else that would have done it. And the way that I live now, my lifestyle now, is a total reflection of me having done my service. You know what I'm saying? Opened up so many doors for me, man. Like, so yeah, man, I'd do it all over again. I ain't gonna cap. I just do it better.
How many years you did?
I did 8 years.
Ooh-wee.
Yeah.
Man, they made you a man. They made scot-free, huh?
Oh, for sure. Well, I ain't gonna say they made me, cause I went through some things, bro. But you really found out what you're capable of through adversity. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And if you're afraid of going through adversity, you'll never really reach your full potential. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm grateful.
That's what's up, bro. Man. See, that's why I thought of this show, bro, cause like I never knew this right here. You know what I'm talking about? Real talk, man. See, I met y'all. I met all of y'all. I moved here in 2017, and I did a couple open mics, and I did my first real show with Mr. Reverse It. Yeah. That all black show.
Yeah, I think I was on that.
You was on it, yeah. You was on it too? He was on it. You saying no. He was on it. He was on it.
I performed at the show, but I wasn't a part of the list, right?
You just came and the show popped up?
Yeah, well, see, I popped up, and he was like, "Yo, don't you get busy?" You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I was like, "Man, if you need it, I got it." You know what I'm saying? That's back when I was performing with the band and stuff like that. Yeah. You
came like you was on the list.
Nah. He had me. He threw me in. They threw Audible in there. Yeah. Like, man, gonna rock that thing.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Shout out to Mr. Reverse It.
That's what's up. Like I said, so like I met all y'all like that night. I met the Reader that night. I met a bunch of y'all that night. You know what I'm saying? And I'm thinking, like once you started We Go Live, I'm thinking that was the first time doing that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Starting your own shows and whatnot.
Yeah.
So when you came back and was doing the events, you kind of slacked on the events for a little bit, and then came back out with the We Go Live.
Yeah. So I was actually, man. A lot of people don't know, man. Like the improv shows. Like, I was part of what started that.
I forgot about that.
When I first came back from Iraq, there was an artist that asked me to curate shows with him, and I did that. You know what I'm saying? Which led us ultimately to the improv, and things transpired. You know,
we doing some big shit over there.
Yeah, we
selling out every show.
Yeah, man, I was doing my thing, bro. I was killing it. I was selling. Easy, I was selling like at least 100 tickets just by myself, you know what I'm saying? And in one show, man, that I did, you know, for my album release, I sold like, the improv fit 400, they call it sold out. I sold 240 tickets, just me.
God damn, boy.
And then the rest, we filled up the rest of the show. Yeah. But just me hand for hand, bro. 240 tickets, bro. Like, yeah, bro, I was killing them out there, man. But things happened, man, why eventually I stepped away from poetry for a couple of years. And then it was Say Nathan. Say Nathan was the reason why I got back into poetry or back on the scene, back out there performing. I bumped into him at Dose, Poetry Lounge at Dose. And he stepped to me, he was doing the Mr. Reverse It show. He's like, yo, I'm doing this show and I want you to be a part of it. And a little known fact, man, fun fact, for those that don't know, but that do know, Say Nathan cut his teeth with me in Iraq. His first stage to perform on was mine. Yeah, so he became a poet in Iraq, you know what I'm saying, at the shows that I was producing in Iraq, right? So when he came back, or when he came and he asked me to be a part of the show, in my mind, I'm thinking to myself, I was done with poetry, I was chilling, you know, but I said to myself, this man supported me and never asked me for anything. Always showed up, always had it ready to go, you know what I'm saying, while we was in Iraq, in Baghdad, he held me down. He ain't never asked me for nothing. Man, say less, I'm on it. But I in doing that show, I didn't realize how much I missed poetry until I did the show. Then when I did it, I'm just like, you know what?
And the bug get you again,
I'm back, bro. I'm back, bro. Y'all ain't fucked up. Y'all ain't let me get back out here.
Yeah.
I'm back. So, you know, and it's the rest is history, man. Did those reversal shows. Yeah. And then jumped back off the porch, man, with my queen, you know.
Yeah, man. You definitely got the gift, bro. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, look,
be a glory,
the scene
man.
needs you.
Thank
you know what I'm talking about?
Thank you.
And like so you came back and you like I said, look, we were live and y'all is like one of the main spots where you can find poetry at in Houston. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all been doing your thing for a minute consistently.
Yeah,
you know
man,
what I'm saying?
It's the Houston Premier Poetry Experience, man. You want premier poetry? This is where you go. You want premium poetry? This is where you go, man. We go live. Yeah, pull up on us.
What's up, man? So before we get out here, you got a show this Friday.
Yeah.
Let the folks know where they can find tickets at and all that good stuff, man.
Oh, yeah. So check it out, man. If you're not already following me, follow me at Scott Free or follow at We Go Live TV on Instagram as well as TikTok. But, yeah, look, check us out. You can check us out this Friday, March 31st. We're celebrating some pivotal, like some key personnel in the Houston community, man. 7 the Poets celebrating a birthday, as well as the Fluent One celebrating a birthday, and yours truly, we also celebrating him as well. So, man, listen, and hey, man, I don't know if he gonna make a celebrity appearance, but shout out to Self the Poet, man. Yeah. Happy birthday to him as well. If he might pull up, he might not. We'll see, y'all. But the rest of the roster is stacked from front to back, y'all. We bringing y'all nothing but the best. Y'all know us. But yeah, buy your tickets at WeGoLiveTV.com. Just hit the ticket tab on that, and it'll send you straight to the ticket link. We appreciate all the love and support, man. We damn near sold out though, for real. So if they don't get them tickets, I'm
getting mine tomorrow, bro.
Yeah. We this close, man. Y'all sleep if y'all want.
Yeah.
You know, if you don't show up to this show, you playing yourself. And y'all know the motto: don't play yourself, play the motherfucking lotto.
Yes, sir. So we're gonna pay some bills right quick, and when we come back, we got the queen of We Go Live. We got Miss Poetically Courtney Lynn, will be giving us a dope poem, and then we're gonna talk to her for a little bit. So y'all stay tuned. This is the Artist Access, and your access has now been granted.
Welcome to Combat Cardio Fitness, where fitness meets combat. Our program is for all ages because our mission is simple. Have fun and get in the best shape of your life. Come enjoy high-intensity workouts while building character, discipline, and also skill. While our name is Combat, our focus is fundamentals, from beginner techniques to also expert-level combinations. We offer a wide range of classes to get you results. Sign up today for a free 3-day pass and experience Combat Cardio Fitness.
It takes women forever to get dressed. First of all, fuck you and respect our process. But obviously you lack the appreciation for the preparation and patience it takes to perfect the purpose of your pursuit. We women jump through hoops to turn dreams into a reality and to fulfill your every fantasy, but apparently it's not that complicated. We're just complicating it, right? Being pretty is pretty easy. No, simply put, we make this shit look easy. The shit that we achieve be damn near impossible to mere mortals such as men. But look at God. Won't he, will, bless you with one less rib, give you a new life to live. And she'd be dressed to kill, casket sharp. If she could, she'd be late to her own funeral just to make sure that she's viewed as a work of art she comes to slay. Even in her J's, dressed in all black, no matter the occasion, she'll fit in, she'd be beat. Face caught on point and hair be on fleek. Whether she's trending in her city, she keeps her eye on the target. There's no boundaries to her limit. She be forever 21. She be timeless. So don't ever complain about the time that it takes for her to get dressed. Understand, my guy, it ain't just you that she's trying to impress. She does this for herself. And I know because I do this shit for me. So be happy that you got a front row seat. Yes, welcome to the VIP, virtually impossible for perfection, vividly improving perception, valid, important, and pretty, all wrapped up into me and into you. So the next time old dude says, what's taking you so long to get ready? You tell him, sit back and just wait for me to bless you. Courtney Lynn.
We all experience difficult times in life. And it's during these times when we need the most support that we hide ourselves from the rest of the world. Have you been missing in action? I'm here to tell you that you don't have to go it alone. MIA is a grief support group that helps remind us that we're all great, no matter the circumstances we find ourselves in. You don't have to go through life alone. We're here for you because we are you. We all experience it.
I'm Rebecca Rose, Becky with the Good Hair. If you would like to become one of the partnered distributors, you can apply online or attend one of my many events. At the events, you will receive a contract that contains different textures and how to apply a halo within seconds, pricing, and features and benefits. So if you want to step out and show out, remember, Becky with the Good Hair.
Welcome back. Y'all just seen a dope performance by the Queen, poetically Courtney Lynn. How you doing, Queen? Nice to see you again. Been a minute. You know what I'm talking about? Look, congratulations again. I forgot to Scott Free on the wedding.
Thank you. I'm a wife now.
You know what I'm saying? She's a wife.
I'm
married now. Y'all still newlyweds, man.
We are. We made 5 months yesterday.
5 months, boy. Time is moving.
It is.
But y'all still fresh in the game, man.
Oh,
congratulations.
Yeah. Thank you.
That's what's up. I love seeing black love. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, it's a beautiful thing.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So look, man, like I was saying, I met you guys in 2017.
Mm-hmm.
But I know you had been spitting way before that. So like, take us back. Like, when did you?
What's funny is
that writing?
I started writing when I was 14. I think I wrote my first poem. It's called She Cries. I wrote it for my mom.
Mm.
When I wrote it for a English project.
Mm-hmm.
So we had to type it up, and that's back, when we have computers like that. I had to typewrite and then I had to put it in, I had to go get it laminated. put it in a binder with laminated, you know how you had those binders that the inserts you could put in the front, had to decorate it and stuff, but it was for an English project, and that was my first poem. And since then, I kept writing, but I never wanted to perform, so I waited till about February 28th, 2016. I went to Sugar Hill. Well, no, let me take that back. I went to Sugar Hill for like 2 months.
Just watching?
Well, I tried to perform.
Okay.
Shout out to Nikki the Kid.
What happened? What she did?
She told me I had to come back.
Okay.
You can't read off your paper.
Wow.
You can't read off your phone. But now, let me stop. But no, so I'm a better person, a better poet for it. Went back on February 28th, 2016, spit this little short poem that I wrote 10 years prior. So I should have known it, but you know, when you're not performing, you don't think to memorize things like that. So performed it, and oh man, it was terrible. I looked at my feet the whole time. I was quiet. You could barely hear me. But yeah, that's when I started at Sugar Hill Poetry Lounge. So, yep.
That's what's up, man. Look.
Been doing shows since then.
Yeah. So when you was doing, that was open mic, right?
Yeah, that was an open mic. My first
real show.
Real
when was your
show.
First show?
It wasn't until October 29th. No. It was a dope art show. My first real show was the dope art show. Toby used to have quarterly shows every quarter. So he had one that was called Farewell Harvey. Harvey had just hit, and so the city was kind of distraught, man. We had auditions, and it took him forever to let us know if we, actually had been picked for the show. So I'm waiting weeks, and I'm like, man, I ain't get picked. And the girls are calling, we all calling each other. We don't know each other. We met at the auditions, and we trying to figure out what's going on. And I got that call like, oh, of course we want you. Don't worry. I'm like, So that was my first big performance. I did a show called I did a poem called I Got a Thing for the Moon. And that was my first big stage. It was a couple of hundred people in there, and it was dope. And I want to say after that, my actual first poetry show was Mr. Reverse It. I want to say that was October 29th, 2018.
Okay.
I met Free for the first time. Came and passed me his albums in the car. Well, here go my CD.
You saw it when 17? Because I remember that my first show
it was 17.
It was December.
17. Yeah, it was 17. You're
right.
Right.
Yeah.
October 29th, 2017, because we started dating, 2017.
Yeah. I remember when y'all started dating, like, you know what I'm talking about? I mean, I assumed y'all were dating because I just seen y'all together, like, out of the blue. You know what I'm talking about?
Well, what had happened was we met that night. So that was October 29th, 2017. December 19th was the Black Show at Cafe 4212.
Yep.
I didn't know him still. I just saw him that night.
Right.
And then January 6th.
A couple months after that, y'all look.
Yeah, like,
I remember seeing it. Look.
we had a show. Oh no, I did a show with the same guy he was talking about earlier, St. Patrick. I did a show with him, Farewell Harvey, the dope art show that I did. He was on that show. Sunny C Light, shout out best friend. She did the show in December. In January, St. Patrick came to us and Sky Free and was like, hey, we want to do a production. Right. So we ended up, all four of us, doing a production called My Poetic Justice. It was a poetic play. So I played you remember Poetic Justice, the movie? So Sunny C Light played Janet Jackson.
I remember that fly, but I didn't know it was no play.
Yeah, it was a poetic play. We literally acted, did poetry, like, the whole show.
I gotta bring that back because I missed it, man.
Man, it was good. What's crazy is, I promise you, we must have did 2 or 3, sometimes it was 2 and 3 rehearsals. And nothing compared to what we did on that night on that stage. It was crazy. I was like, I didn't know I was gonna come out that good. So, but yeah, that's when I met him, and we had to write Fish. Well, we had to write a poem together for it. And we wrote a poem, and we ain't like it. So we scratched it 4 days before the show, April 21st, 22nd, somewhere in there. We wrote Fish in the car, just boom. And it just, we wasn't together, so it became what it is today. So that's how we started. That's what happened. He jumped in my DM.
God shot his shot.
I'm just playing. No, he didn't really. He didn't. Literally, I think we just kind of fell into each other. Like, that
was meant to be.
Yeah,
It was.
it
meant to
was.
be.
That's
yeah,
why I'm married.
Yeah. So look, man, I know me myself when I'm around talent and when I hear fire, it light my shit.
Mm-hmm.
So, like being around each other, do y'all kind of like feed off each other's energy? Like has he uplifted your game? Vice versa? You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
I know it does. I'm just asking, but I know it do.
Yeah. No, I think my pen is like. I think my pen has changed since I've been with him. I've seen growth within myself. So there are poems that, people ask for me to do all the time. Like I got one called Bitch in My Book, and everybody love to hear that one. But I don't like it no more. And it's not that, I wasn't in that place in my life then when I wrote it. And I'm not there now. So it's not because of the placement in my life, but it's just not who I am. Like, it's just not me anymore. Even I got a thing for the moon. That ain't where I'm at in my style of writing, in my cadence, in my persona. Like that's not, I'm changing. And so I think that with both of us being artists, it's easy for us to kind of like, get ideas and just talk to each other, talk through, especially when we have what you call writer's block. It's not something that occurs all the time, but if, you have those blockages where you just don't have, or you're not inspired. So sometimes, I look to him and I'm like, okay, give me something. And it don't take much.
Right.
So yeah, it's very encouraging to be with a poet. It has its challenges though.
Right. Yeah, look, he probably be on you like Joe Jackson in that bitch.
Oh my
Look.
goodness. Well, I think you could have said, I'm like, that ain't how I wanted to say it, but it sound better. But he's a logical person, so when he's looking and listening to me spit something, he's visualizing what I'm saying and trying to make everything make sense in his mind. And sometimes some things only make sense to you, but you can't just be a poet for yourself. You're speaking to other people, so you have to make logical sense for other people to understand you.
Right.
So he all right.
Yeah. Look, that piece you just spit for us, is that something new? The Jordan part sound like I heard it before, but everything else was like,
oh no, I probably mentioned Jordan in all my shoes, all my poems.
That was kind of recent. That's kind of new.
Yeah, that's very new.
Man.
I may have done that maybe about 2-3 times.
Hey, man.
Yeah. Thank you.
I said it gotta be new because every time since I heard you the first time, and as I heard you since I've been out here, it just keeps getting better.
Thank you.
Like what I just heard, I'm like, whoa.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
No, real talk. You hear me?
Thank
I'm
you.
trying to tell you. See me, I'm talking about, I'm going home and write tonight.
Come
You hear
on,
me?
inspiration.
I'm trying to tell y'all. I be, see, when I need inspiration, I put on poetry or something. And so I'm going to write tonight. Like,
well, come on now.
About?
Well, I can't hear what you got.
See, I kind of fell back a little bit.
Yeah.
I do a show every now and then, but as far as writing, I'm working on some new shit. So like, man, y'all done lit my fire tonight.
Come on, let's go. Let's
For real?
go.
Yeah, look.
Yeah, sometimes, you got to take a step back. I think that's what I did. I did the same thing.
Yeah.
I took a step back. I hadn't written anything for a while. And I had a fashion show that I was supposed to do a couple of months ago. And I needed to write a fashion piece. And that's my fashion piece.
Okay.
Because I generally, if you see me, I'm in all black.
Yeah.
Most of the
That's
time
your
I got
favorite color, right?
Yes, my favorite color. Most of the time I'm in J's.
Yeah.
So I had to, but I couldn't figure out how to actually get into the writing about fashion. I'm not a really fashion forward person. So I'm pretty plain. So I'm like, how can I, get into that? And actually, he helped me. He started me off like, let me help you out here. And then once he helped, I just picked it up. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely, anytime you get bit or you get that inspiration to write, go home and write. Because I want to write again, like tonight.
Yeah.
I got some stuff that I need to write. So yeah, I find myself brainstorming when I can't figure out the right way to put words together. I'll just put down different notes on what I'm thinking about the same topic, and then I'll go back and write about it later.
Right.
So yeah.
Man, that's fire. That's fire, man.
Thank you.
So you performing this Friday too, right?
I am performing Friday. I got a new little set for the people.
What?
So
New
yeah,
shit?
new shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna do something I haven't done. Especially in our environment. I've done a couple of pieces that are new, but one and dones and haven't really done them again.
Right.
And so I'm gonna go ahead and revamp and bring some of that back out, just to give a little something.
Yeah.
Not too much, but something. Yeah, I'm excited.
Okay. So, man, we got to take a quick break. We got my man Coop going to be in here next. And when we come back from this break, we're going to get Courtney and Scott to perform one of their famous pieces that they got together. What's that piece called?
Fish.
Fish. Y'all can't wait for this because I can't wait. So when we come back from the break, they're going to perform that piece. So y'all stay tuned. This is the Artist Access, and your access has now been granted.
Boom.
What y'all wanna do? The fuck y'all wanna do? $sign check. It's me, that ignorant imbecile with a mental full of instrumental fuel. You niggas experimenting, fool. Get schooled like a group of fish. Houston, bitch, shoot the lunatic / Hoover crib, cross your chest with crucifix and hope to die. Nerds cry cause every word sly. I cock back the hammer and let them birds fly. Give your ass a third eye. Put a tunnel in them. Now you got tunnel vision. Shouldn't have been fucking with them. Look, Texas Trilly, and clearly I'm jiggy. Like to listen to Pac spit with the spirit of Biggie. Bang with the spirit of Snoop covered in orange. Make you running like Florence. Pockets lumpy as pores. My mojo back. Got hoes that wanna shag. She ain't got on no clothes, but she still got on her swag. We fuck like we making the porn. She my baby cause she naked as the day she was born. My idea of happiness has been tainted and scorned. And green miles of pot got my brain tied in knots. I'll sit in the cage before I side with cops. I live a life of crime and stack piles of guap. Violent, product of my environment and foolish. No one I ever looked up to was a positive influence. Just gangsters, hustlers, pimps, players, and max. Paint swingers and lax, bangers and slinging crack. Now I'm a maniac. Why these nerdy niggas blogging? I run up on them and rob them for their personal belongings. Welcome to the terror.
There may be many fish in the sea, but that one right there, that one is for me. And for me, she is the one and only, the only one. For her, I will move a mountain, the moon, the stars, and the sun. And she ain't even got to ask for it. I'll do it just for fun. As a matter of fact, before she can even ask, it'll already be done because she is the one. And you can run and tell that to anybody you want to. Just don't forget to tell them when you spread the good news, she's the BB to my king, dog. The Lucille to my blues. You see, I'm never off note because she keeps me in tune no matter who chooses to challenge. There ain't no competition. She could never be moved or not out of position. Listen, baby girl, you get in that cheat code? Stop dreaming. Keep wishing. She is the champ, undisputed. Her heart is so pure that it can't be polluted. Our bond is so strong that it can't be diluted. Don't even speak of my future if she is not included. This love we have runs so deep that it can't be uprooted. And anybody that had it and blew it, I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate you, my G. Boy, you the best man on my team, homie. You the real MVP. You single-handedly handed me the key to my victory. Player, you the reason she with me. So, you see, there may be many fish in that sea. But that one right there, that one's for me. And for me, she will fillet a chick. I'm just saying, she crazy.
Not stupid.
So please don't be stupid. I'm not talking about Cupid when I say she'll get to shooting. So if you want them teeth, little mama, I suggest you keep it moving. And any thirsty nigga waiting, start hydrating. Because it'll be a long time for you get a sip of that fine wine. That's my moonshine. Matter of fact, dog, that'll be never. Because this shit right here, nigga, this shit right here, nigga, this shit's forever.
Forever?
Forever, ever, and forever, ever with love as our umbrella. There's no storm we can't weather together. Because together, no one can do it better like this, that, and this. And it's like that, it's like this, it's like that, and it's like this.
There may be many fish in the sea, but that one right there, that one's for me. And for me, he is the one and only, the only one. For him, I will move heaven and earth and raise hell to get it done. For him, I will always come.
In more ways than one.
To his aid if he is ever in need. I will cross rivers, oceans, and many seas. Just to show him he can always depend on me.
Fact.
My love overflows and floods the deepest valleys and covers many mountains top. You cross him the wrong way and I'm liable to make your heart stop. And that's word to Tupac. I ain't a killer, but don't push me. Revenge is like the sweetest joy next to getting some pussy.
And that's my cookie.
And you can run and tell that to anybody you want to. Just don't forget to tell him and spread nigga news that he is. He is the last page to my notebook. He is the Noah to my alley, the Jack to my Rose. But I've made room on that door because there's no way he would have froze. He is the Quincy to my Monica, loving basketball. I will write for his clothes. No, I will write for his heart. And if that shit don't work, I will square up for his heart. See, our love can be measured for it's off the charts, and our bond is unbreakable. But he ain't no Mr. Glass. My future's with him, no matter my past. So you see, there may be many fish in that goddamn sea. But this one right here, this one's for me. And for me, he will do the unthinkable, overcome any obstacle to achieve the impossible. For me, he is the only fish I see.
I better be.
So you see, there may be many fish in the sea, but that one right there, that one's for me. And for me, there's no greater love story ever told. He is the mate to my soul, and together we'll grow old. Together we'll become one. Right, our roads become the perfect poem. Together we will pray together. We will stay together. We will grind together.
We will shine together.
Until the end of time, we will be forever together. But forever, it ain't long enough.
We go.
Live.
Yeah.
I dumped a 50 ball on that pussy boy like you was good. Don't get caught in that cross. If I order the bitch, then you know that it coming. He said it was smoke. I sent him a wood, told him man something. Cause I'm playing for keeps. You know I'm coming. I dumped a 40 ball on Sammy J yesterday. I did the AP. I told him going Cartier today. Cause I'm in my bed, showing my head. This how I play. Who? Me? Yeah. I found a wave on these people. I used to serve on the block in the rain. Now I get paid for bitches. I used to trap on the people. They say it was cheaper to keep it. I ran away from that toxic ass bitch. That shit was killing my energy. They tried to dirt at my image. Even said I fell out for a minute. I went and dug me up a bag and ran straight to the dentist. Yeah. That shit was part of the image. No lie, that shit came independent. That advance I blew on the pendants.
Artist Access. I'm your host, Radio Rakeem, and we got my man Coop in the building.
Yes, sir.
And yes, always, you know, we in here sipping on the Blackberry. You know what I'm talking about?
This shit good too, y'all.
Yeah. What up, Coop?
What's good on, family? You all right?
I'm good, brother.
I like the spot, I like the show.
Appreciate you.
I'm enjoying it so far.
Yeah.
So, if y'all want to know, I wear many hats. I'm Coop. Miracle Speaks. I'm Coop.
The Miracle Speaks.
Life Insurance. Coop. Project Manager.
Yeah.
Coop Trail Ride.
Yeah.
Well, I go by another name in the trail ride called Smooth Rider. I'll talk a little more about that later.
Okay. Let's get into the insurance right quick, man.
Let's go.
Because I know that's very important in the community, especially
Oh,
our
yes,
community.
sir.
You know what I'm talking about?
Man, don't let me get started on that.
Man, get started on it.
Man, I don't know why.
I finally got me some insurance, y'all. I got some insurance.
Man, clap for you, bro. Seriously.
Yeah.
Because if y'all know, on Thursdays, I drop, Business Talk Thursday, where I talk about life insurance. And one thing I had discovered when I talk to clients, they tend to run from it. Because I get this all the time. Well, I ain't about to die right now. Or I don't care about them like that. I say, wait, whoa. It's not about that. Let's break it down. And so when I talk to them, they're thinking like, oh, so you the first person that actually broke it down to the point where I can get it, I can use it as an income replacement, I can get out of debt, I can use it for a savings account, all type of great stuff. Like nobody never really brought that to my attention. I thought it was just to bury you. I said, well, yeah, it is.
But you can tap into some of that money before you die, right? Can you break that down for the people?
Well, so it depends. So I would tell people all the time about that part. I always tell people all the time, I recommend that you keep that separate. It's like an investment, a component. You must keep that separate because let's say, for example, life life happens, of course. Let's say, for example, you can't afford your life insurance policy, and you have that investment component on your policy, and you lose that. Guess what's going to happen? You're going to lose that too. So it's important to have that separate. Now, some agents may not, what I'm trying to say, they may not approve of that. But that's the real truth, because they're trying to sell you on that. That could be very debatable, but guess what? I have witnessed clients that had that problem before, and next thing they lost their policy and their investments. You're talking about the savings component. That's kind of like another term of investments, or the money market you want to call it. And so it's important to keep that separate, so it can go and increase, or it can use it as a savings component.
Okay.
So that's how I was explaining to them on Business Talk Thursday, which matter of fact, I'm probably dropping one tomorrow, but I'm not going to drop my life insurance. I was going to talk about second quarter.
Now,
like, okay.
when you have that, do the agency invest for you, or you can use it how you want to use it?
So basically, it depends what company you with.
Some companies invested for you.
Yes, you can.
Right?
Yes, you can. So you can use it as, you can build your own business inside that company as a franchise. You can do that as well. That's what I'm doing. I don't want to just be an agent or a professional. If you notice, on my flyers I make, I don't call myself an agent. I don't like that term agent. I feel like I'm a FBI agent or something. I don't like that. I know, shout out to the rest of the agents that use that life insurance agent or underwriter agent. That's on them.
Right.
But me, I
call
call myself a life insurance professional.
Okay, yeah.
Yes, I call myself professional, because when you manifest that, you keep on speaking it, you're going to act professional and move. You're going to move
I ain't
professional.
no goddamn agent, Mr. Smith.
I ain't no agent. Please don't call me. Oh, that's a life insurance agent guy. No.
Yeah.
No, call me life insurance professional or underwriter professional, because technically we're going to do underwriting while you're applying. We're doing underwriting as well, because once we get that part taken care of, then we're going to send it to another party so it can be able to approve it. Hopefully you'll be improved.
Right.
Depends on your health and your age.
Right. Man, we need to get off that shit about we don't need that, because man, how many people you know? You see them on the corner. They got the sign up. Somebody done died, and we need money for the funeral.
Setting up GoFundMe accounts.
I'm talking about. But man, we need that, because you're supposed to. Whenever we check out, we're supposed to leave our family wealth. We're supposed to set them up. You know what I'm talking about? That's even in the Bible. You know what I'm talking about?
That's in Proverbs, matter of fact.
Yeah.
So.
And you can do that with insurance.
Yes, you can. Generate wealth. When people don't understand, that's one of the secret weapons in generating wealth. One of the secret weapons that people don't.
The motherfuckers been doing that.
Man, been doing that. I ain't want to get on that, but they've been doing that for decades. And it's crazy that us black folks, and I'm not trying to be racist about it, but us black folks just now starting to get on that.
And we need you, man, kids and whoever be needing that extra little kickstart.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Because now it depends on the agent. Well, with policies, some companies allow people younger than 25 to have their own policy. For me, you must be 25 years old and older for them to have their own policy. Now, if the person under 25 must ride, it's called a child rider, must ride on the same policy with the mother and the father. A lot of people don't know that, because I have witnessed other agents selling them policies to different children. Like, for example, there is one girl I know, she has 5 kids. Right. I'm not gonna name her. She has 5 kids. And that particular agent sold her 5 different policies for her kids. And I explained to her, I said, no ma'am, those kids can ride you on one policy, you don't get paid one premium. Are you serious, Coop? I said, I'm not kidding you. They can ride you on one policy, not all 5 policies, because that's too much money. I'm trying to help you save money. By having that one policy, you only pay 1 premium a month. That's it. Now, it depends how much coverage we give you. And so she was like, so that agent really messed over. I said, well, he probably didn't know. He probably didn't know. Probably wasn't trained on it. I'm not going to bash other agents, because that's not what I do. He probably didn't know. Right. So here I am, come along and show you a better way or a better solution. And
what's the company you with, bro?
I can't name the company online. I can't name the company online. I can't do it. It's a confidential thing. I can't do it. Yeah, can't do it.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Because see, my brother, he with Prime Way. What is called? Prime.
I know you're talking about though, but I can't name it though.
Prime something.
I know you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about.
They teach them they're not with the investment part of the thing.
Yes,
they
they are.
don't want you. No, they're not. I'm trying to tell you, they don't deal with that. They say it's like it's not good at all. I'm like, nah.
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about. I ain't gonna.
But I'm hearing other shit that's saying that's good, but they ain't with that type of shit. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about, but I ain't gonna.
Yeah.
Name that on air.
Yeah. But yeah, man. But before we gotta go around. But you got the trail rides and shit going on to you. Before we get up out of here.
Yeah, trail ride, yo.
It's something new for me. I ain't know nothing about the trail ride.
It's new for me too. It's definitely new. My partner, shout out to boy Slick.
Yeah.
His name Derek, but he got me involved in the trail ride scene. It's something new. Even I'm a city boy, but it's got a little country in it at the same time. Like, folks, I got a video on Instagram right now of me riding a horse.
Okay.
And when I say I got plenty of views off of that, and I got people inboxing and say, "Coop, hold up, you riding a horse? Well, man, you from New Orleans, you riding a horse?" I said, "Yeah, I'm on a horse." So shout out to Get Down and Dirty. That's the trail ride group I'm part of. It's called Get Down and Dirty. The president is Virgil. That's our president. The VP is Gator. Them boys has showed me how to actually ride a horse.
Wow.
And so I did for the first time. Well, not the first time, because last time I rode a horse was back when I was like a little kid. You know, that really don't count, because that's, we kids. But now that I'm an adult and I got on a horse for the first time, people on the video like, "Boy, yeah, like you a pro."
Yeah.
I said, man, that was actually my first time as an adult in my 30s. In my 30s, riding a horse.
Well, look, man. Give the people where can they find you if they want some insurance. You said you came about the name, but where can they find you at to get some insurance?
Man, you can find me on 504_T_Coop_ambition. I'm going to say it again, 504_T_Coop_ambition. I post pretty much everything. And check out my Miracle Mondays. On Monday, I drop videos about how to encourage your week and stay motivated. And also Business Talk Thursdays, where I talk about life insurance and other business tips as well. So just follow me.
Right. So let me bring my guest back on right quick before we end the show. We got to get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? We had an incredible show. I want to thank Scott Free and the Queen Courtney Lynn for coming out today and doing their thing.
Thank you for having us. We
appreciate
it. Good time.
Y'all go to WeGoLive.com and get them tickets for this Friday. You heard me?
Come on out. I'm cooking shrimp and grits.
Yeah. Ooh, she cooking.
And
so
it's
look.
good too, y'all.
And I'm bartending.
So y'all stay tuned next week. Same place, same time. And like I always say, once you own your now, you have already won. We out of here. Yeah. Turn it up, Jimmy.